Find speaking in public real hard for you? Trust me, you're not the only one. 77% of people face this particular challenge, and I'm here to remedy it. Hey guys, I am yours truly, Lady Lara, and in this particular video, I am going to be showing you how to speak with ease and confidence, how to approach people, your body language, your intentions, and I have a secret tip at the end of this video to make sure you go nowhere. So in case you're new to this space, I say welcome, I say Kwaba. And like I said before, I am Lady Lara. And in this space, we help young people, both male and female, make the right decisions. So for today's topic, we're going to be looking at how to converse with anyone, conversation tips, social anxiety hacks, and above all, just learning to be yourself. So the very first thing, before I go into point one, I want to highlight something. Now, many people say, I don't know how to talk to people because they have, the whole social anxiety thing going on. And in the world where we put a name or a label on everything, I'm socially awkward, blah, blah, blah. This is something you can work on. You saying you don't know how to talk to people or you saying, I'm going to fail, stems from something. It stems from what? Low self-esteem. Now, we're not here to blame anyone. But at the end of the day, you need to know something. What is standing between you and your goal is the ability to speak. And not just speak, but speak properly, speaking to the right people, in the right places, at the right time, in the right circumstance. And then learning to put yourself in uncomfortable places. Stop giving the excuse of, I don't know how to talk, so anything that involves talking, you shy away from it. Now, in the era that we live in, everything has to what? Do with talking. A relationship, you talk. Relating with family members, you talk. A Zoom meeting, WhatsApp call. You're a social media marketer or a content creator. You need to talk one way or the other. So you need it. It is very important. It's a plus if you know how to talk to people. Now, some of us, yours truly, we've been given this gift like, I have been talking all my life. Like I have heard it. Oh my God, Lara, you talk too much. You talk too much. And at a point, I used to feel bad about it. But I started getting paid to talk and I was like, bah, look at me now. So let's go deep or let's delve into the topic proper. Now, I want to share something with you. Many of us don't know that there's a science to everything. Science to life, science to friendship, science to conversations. Yes, I said it. There is a science to having good and quality conversations. And it's just two words. Be intentional. Being intentional in the way you go about this conversation. And I'll break it down. This can be applied anywhere, everywhere with anybody. Seeing the in-laws, a business meeting, a date. You just want to have fun. Girls just want to have fun. Okay, Cindy Lopa, I'm back. So whatever you want to do, wherever you want to have the conversation, this can be applied. And is what? Knowing what you want to get out of this conversation. Knowing what you want to give in this conversation. Now, many of us are about, what can I get from him? What can I get from him? But being online, because of the time I was a digital marketer, it always showed that you need to give some form of value before other people will tag you as valuable. Is it knowledge? Is it the way you make them feel? Is it the way you respond to whatever they have posted online? So if you're going to see the in-laws, that is your intent of the visit. Always have that at the back of your mind. That way it guides you to, on how to speak to them, how to relate with them. Then number two, approach is not just how the person says the first words that come out of his or her mouth. Approach is the way you look. Now, there are some people that you will forever remember the first time you met them. Their aura of confidence. Like, I was watching Rita Ora over the weekend, and I was like, I cannot ever forget her first video, RIP, because there was the way she walked in. Her confidence was on fire. She came with the aura, like she read her name, Rita with the aura. I just did that right now. It's where she carried herself, and it's important. So you need to know your approach. Are you smiling? Are you frowning? Are you angry? Is your body language tight? That is your approach. Before you even open your mouth, the way you appear. I just met her and I liked her aura. I met her and I love the energy around her. That will give you a plus. So learn to be open-minded. Many of us just see people, sometimes they don't look, they're not dressed to pie. And like, I'm not talking to that person. So let's be kind. Very important. Be kind, be empathetic. Third thing, how do you start your conversation? The small talk, the conversation starter. Sometimes we wonder what is the best way to approach people. And I'm going to be merging this point with the small talk that is needed to propel your conversation to where you want to get it to be. So you wonder, how do I approach this person? What do I say? And many a times you think, okay, if I just compliment this person, it is the best conversation opener. But I put it to you, according to research, giving compliments is number 2 on the list of the best conversation openers. So you're wrong. So what is it? It is. Wait for it. Hello, hi, how are you doing? So just as simple as, hi, how are you doing? That is the best way to open a conversation. I know you wanted something more elaborate, but trust me, sometimes less is more. I think in a world where there are so many terms, so many labels, you're waiting for no. Just as simple as, hi, what's up? How are you doing? As simple as that. That is like a conversational opener. Now, we also need to know that when you meet people, don't just go all deep. Like I used to be guilty of that. You want to go all, how is your heart? What season are you in your life? People be like she's too forward, especially in the African setting. They believe you to be calm, soft, and gentle. So know this: strangers and acquaintances need time to warm up to you. They're like ovens. So take your time. When you meet your friends, they are the microwave, just one point, and they're like, I'm ready for you. So take your time, take it easy. Know that when you're having conversations with people that you want to maybe get information out of, you want to have a good time, start simple and easy. Try not to impress anybody. When you start with these little conversation openers, it's like a vibe check. You will know if this person is someone you want to meet in future, if this conversation can go further than it is or not. And it's also the foreplay of conversations. It gives you like an idea of, is this person open for conversation? Is this person ready to, be with me? That's if you're on a date. Remember, this is a video for any situation. It's not for business people alone. Any situation you find yourself. Sometimes you could ask, we all know the weather question is there, but it's too old right now. You could ask, where are you from? What neighborhood do you come from? And please, the way you ask it with curiosity. Don't ask it as a way of judging the other person, because many people do it. Where are you from? Or maybe if you're carrying something, this looks nice. Where did you get it from? You are starting slow. You're putting the person at ease. Then the fourth point is what? Conversation sparks. Now you've started, you've started the conversation already with small talk. You need to look for that point where you hit it on the nail. And I'll cite a scenario. There's this movie I watched some 7 years ago, sir. Crazy Rich Asians. Yeah, I know, right? Like, I love the movie. I love the setting. I love the story. Like, I love me some good romance movies or, novels. But in that movie, I loved the wedding scene. And I want to cite an example that happened there, where the lady was told not to sit in the front row, because there was a special guest to be seated there. And coincidentally, she knew about the woman's work. And she just met her. Oh, I liked your work. This. There's a part you did. I didn't agree with you. I can't really remember the actual conversation. But the man was like, what's your name again? And that was how it happened. And she sat down. So she had the front row view of the wedding. So she was just giving her personal opinion, but she did it politely, she did it with a smile, she did it with open body language, and it got her what she wanted. So go check it out, Crazy Rich Asians. So I'm driving somewhere. When you're talking to someone, you need to look out for those sparks when you're talking to them. Are they responding? How is your body language? Like for them guys, maybe if the girl is like turned away from me and she's like, or the eyebrow raise. I don't know how to do it. Okay, help me. That is something you could look out for. Are they open to you? There's a way the body language will tell you that, okay, I'm getting somewhere. So look for topics, look for stories, look for conversations, look for certain opinions. Try not to bring about politics so that, you don't cause a ruckus because you're trying to get somebody to talk to you. I know in conversation something happens called the awkward pause. You're talking to someone, you're trying to get to know this person. And sometimes I feel sorry for the men, how ladies give them the whole attitude, saucy, like, oh, how are you? Good. Don't ask those kind of questions. Always make sure to ask open-ended questions. I am studying microbiology, and you? How do you feel about this environment? Have you read any books of recent? That's if you are maybe in a book club or something. So it's important, going back to point number one, be intentional. Do your homework so you come prepared. So those awkward pauses can happen. It's bound to happen. So what you could do is just look at something around you. Wow, that looks really nice. Or I loved what the speaker said some minutes ago. So it could revive the conversation. And if it doesn't work, just know that you've done your due diligence. Now back to my secret tip. And it's really, really easy. Be interested to be interesting. I'll take it again. Be interested to be interesting. Listen to them. Active listening. Your body language, your replies, eye contact, body language. Don't just go ahead and you collect all the conversations. You get condescending, you get, too vocal, or sometimes when the conversation is at a 50-50, pace, and then at the end of the day, it could easily tilt towards your own end, and you don't want that. So you could, tone it down a little bit, allow the other person to express him or herself. So listen actively. Many a times we're very good talkers, but we don't listen to understand. We listen to respond. And shouldn't be so. Okay, you said this. If I get you correctly. Okay, you mentioned this. Wow. Okay, it was about that young man. You're like, like he was over the phone. Okay, I'm with you. Okay, yeah. These are things that makes the person feel nice, makes the person feel valued. People may not remember what you said to them, but they remember how you made them feel. So try to be kind, try to be nice, try to be empathetic, try to leave them with a nice impression of yourself. Now, I'm not saying try hard, do not perform. If you have to ask yourself, okay, Lara, what do we say next? It's not a safe space for you. So instead, go back and do your homework. Social anxiety away. Stand in front of the mirror and tell yourself, I talk with ease and confidence. That should be your affirmation. I speak with ease and confidence. I am an active listener. Make sure that when you catch yourself folding your arms, consciously just relieve your muscles so that way it enables you to speak to people and have a good time. So guys, I hope we've learned a thing or two from today's video. And I forgot one very important point, the exit. Now, sometimes conversations are beautiful, trust me, but there are some people, Lord my God, that do not want to keep quiet. And you want, just exit from the situation politely. This is what you do. Ask them a futuristic, maybe chore of theirs. You said you were traveling tomorrow. Are you still traveling? Or Where are you heading to from here? Okay, I wish you all the best. Take care. God bless you. That way you have calmly and politely ended the conversation.